NCRP Productions presents Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands, Episode 46. Welcome back to Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands. This is Barry, your Game Master. I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves, and we will get started.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro playing Dr. Desmond Wright.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Frankie the Undertaker.
Hello everyone, my name is Ty. I'm running Ray Callahan, our Pugilist.
Hello, I'm Michael. I'm playing Dr. Everett Wolfe, a doctor specializing in chemistry and alchemy, and currently mummified.
Hi, this is Matt. I'm playing Ayden, necromancer.
We've done that.
And Doctor.
Doctor Necromancer.
Dr. Necromancer, yes, exactly.
Hi, this is Jill, and I'm playing Raya the Mourner.
All right, so last week, lots happened in a very short amount of time. We had Dr. Wright look in on Dr. Wolfe, endeavor to figure out what was going on with him, at which point you guys moved him to a separate tent, hopefully trying to keep him quarantined, because one piece of the consensus diagnosis was he's potentially got what the people in the cistern had. A number of people went out to talk to Dr. Wolfe once Dr. Wolfe had told Dr. Wright that he just wanted to be left out in the desert to die. The group that went over found out that that is what he wanted to do, but in the end, Ayden made a decision, talked to him and said, hey, I've got a right that's going to change things. Well, that was really poorly said, but I have a collection of spells and prayers that I will be casting upon you once I mummify you.
You all have a right that will change things.
And the group took him out into the desert, Marud carrying him, Raya, Wright, and Ayden. 50 minutes of walking in the sands, they come to a place. Ayden began the chanting, Ayden began the spell, and Dr. Wolfe dropped into the sand. Now, the rest of the people inside the tent, it is dark. The heat is starting to go down, although it's by no means cool in any way. For the group in the tent, which right now for the table includes Frankie and Ray, are you guys doing anything? You know what the other ones are out doing. Billings is willing to continue reading. He was reading last time. He was reading his Penny Dreadfuls.
It's night, correct?
It's dark.
Nope, Ray will just sit down in the corner, lay down. He doesn't care if he's still reading.
We have, lanterns inside the tent, right?
Yep. You guys can turn on a lantern or two inside the tent. Absolutely.
I'm going to try to get the better ones to arm wrestle me. We don't have to go into it.
I'm just trying to think if, you guys could create a laying thing, and with a little bit of work, I'm certain that you could get them there.
I'll barter, chunks of scop or whatever.
You'll probably be able to get them to do it just for simple boredom.
Yeah.
And your vitality is?
5.
Okay. So I'm going to say that there's a difficult chance that any of them are going to beat you.
I'll let them double up and everything.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of fun. One of the issues is you don't have a solid surface, so a lot of times you guys are digging into the sand. You get deep enough of digging, and you got to stop, reset the sand, and begin again.
I'll take some of Billings' books.
Bill-
Make a little table.
Well, remember, they're not books. Billings has Penny Dreadfuls, which are small magazines.
I'll take several of his
Small magazines. He's going to be concerned about them getting damaged, but won't fight you. He'll mention do endeavor to keep them in good shape, please.
Yeah, right.
But beyond that, you guys are not reacting to anything. They have been gone already at least 50 minutes. So back at the site, you guys had the chant go. Ayden went through a fairly long prayer to Toth, which took a length of time, and he's done it a second time. During the first one, an odd wind built up. During the second one, the wind went down, and at the end of it, almost perfectly, right before beginning the third time for the chant, Dr. Wolfe disappeared into the sand. So, the three of you, make me a wits perception roll, please.
Drowning in sand.
Quicksand.
Check for quicksand.
That's not how quicksand works.
It moved quick, it's quicksand.
With his face.
Someone tell me I'm wrong.
20.
8.
20 for Raya.
You got 20, I gotta reroll. No,
I got-
18.
18 for Wright,
I got 11, but I'm concentrating on praying. So
which
that
makes
sense to me.
sense.
keep it going.
All right. So, Ayden, you will
Got 12
not
hours to go.
notice this, but as you're doing your chants go towards the heavens and out towards the hills. For the rest of you, and you did catch the movement, for the rest of you watching the movement, Maroon says, ghouls, and steps back, and we'll go into initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone but Ayden will have their first round of initiative.
Ghoul King Dr. Wolfe.
I am Mumra.
I remember the ever-living.
I got 25.
25 for Wright.
It's about to be high noon here. All I do every day.
21.
21 for Raya and Ayden.
21.
And 21. Well, we're going to bypass Ayden. So,
Yep.
Dr. Wright, what you see is you see Dr. Wolfe fall into the ground. And you're kind of surprised for that bare second, at which point you hear Maroon speak, which knocks you out of your surprise as black hands come out over the edge of the now falling sinkhole in front of you of sand, and ghouls are coming out.
Okay, so I am going to...
Mystic portents.
So, I don't think it's going to matter in the long run that I have 2 more, but I'm going to use fast aim, which means I draw... Or no, it's quick draw, is it? Yeah, fast draw. So I fast draw, so I get 2 to my initiative.
Gotcha.
It's my first action. And then can I just... I'm going to hold my action until I see some heads. As soon as I see some ghoul heads,
Gotcha.
slapping that hammer.
So presently you are held, Raya.
So we only see hands right now?
Right now you see hands coming out. Blackened hands.
That's your favorite thing to hit?
Okay, I'm going
I haven't forgot, Raya.
You really said that too, huh?
That was perfect. Okay.
I'm going to draw my weapons and hold.
All right, draw weapons and hold. Is dropping can't speak. Drawing weapons is an action, so each of you have used 1 action.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Marood will also draw his weapon, but he has already stepped back.
In my draw action, can I step back as far as Maroon's? Is he right near me?
You may.
Okay, cool. I do that. I'm gonna follow Maroon's smart. When it comes to surviving.
All right. So the action that both of you and Marood, by the way, were waiting for is for the ghouls to come out. So imagine that Wolfe has sunk in. He has not completely disappeared from sight when the hands start coming out. By the time the bodies are coming out, the displacement of the sand, Wolfe is gone from sight. And the ghouls are coming out. So we'll go back to the correct order. And Wright, what are you doing?
Slap.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and aim at the head of the first one.
Very good. So aiming at the head is going to be plus
It's
3
+3,
to your target number.
Which is, you can tell me.
Right, so your standard target number for you guys tonight is going to be 14.
Okay, so I did 17 better.
I'm a fine.
Oh,
We think
fine.
you went
I'm gonna use one of my personal rerolls. I was at 16 and he
That's
did.
something out of the underworld.
Okay, another one.
Well, you gotta do something for the gods, so, all these guys
Okay,
are like
18 to hit.
escapees. We gotta put them back.
18. So with an 18, that's a strike. Give me the 2d10. I would like to know. Oh, nope, you already went for the head. So you're going to be adding 5 to the total roll. The roll again
Figured
for
Dr.
a
Wolf,
ranged
Dr.
weapon
Wolf
is
was
going to
worth
be the
about
weapons
20 of those
damage
guys.
plus
We should kill 30 just to be safe.
weapons damage modifier plus the location damage modifier of plus 5 minus any armor plus 2d10.
Can I reroll damage?
You may not reroll damage. That was
Oh.
something, yep.
I could
That was
never
something that we were
decided
doing
that.
wrong for a while there.
Then that's gonna be 19 damage.
Damn.
All right, so with a 19 damage, that will be the equivalent of a serious wound.
They don't do shit to them, so let me go
No.
ahead and go. I'm gonna do the same one.
But it's a good chunk of the head has been taken off.
That's a hit. It's like good. So that's like in the 20s. So once again, no, it's another 19. So
All right, so 2 very good hits to the head, cutting that one pretty drastically. You have to assume that the senses are somewhere other than the eyes.
that's all I can do.
All right, Then Raya, your actions.
So on the first one, I'm going to aim for doing a headshot, taking the head off.
All right, very good.
Danger one.
You're going to be the same situation as Dr. Wright at a 17.
22.
That will be a hit. So then we've done heads, we're going to do damage. Again, damage is 2d10 plus the weapons modifier for the Esculpus, plus the location modifier of +5, minus any armor they have, which is Michael leaning against the table, looks like he is in torpor.
21.
With a 21, you will behead that first one.
Okay, I'd like to do the same thing on my second.
Very good. So you'll actually have to step around Ayden to the next one, basically defending Ayden. It won't put you in between it and Ayden because of where he's standing. But we'll see what Ayden does after that. Go ahead and give me the roll.
Don't stop the ritual.
That would be a 23.
23 will hit. Same situation.
16.
So 16 is a serious wound, doing a large chunk out of the head, but does not take it down. Marud was in the same bout as you guys were. He is going to take his shot. He also will not end up taking his down, but will do damage similar to the way you guys are doing. So strikes at the head. The creatures move fairly quickly. If you guys were looking at these as something from London, again, the ghoul name is what Ayden gave you. Shadem is what you heard in a number of places. If it was one of the animates back in London, these would be very young. They move very quickly. They're spry. They don't seem to stop attacking. There is no shambling to them. So we're going to go down to the ghouls. First one, Dr. Wright, that you did damage with, wow, is going to potentially hit.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that would be the head. So it grabs at you and lunges with a bite for your head. Damage is 17 minus any armor you have. Head.
Not on the head, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to TPK the party when I said leave me out in the desert.
KP.
I'm just mad that I'm gonna die by bullshit anime and not like a cloak.
So I have forgotten something. They need to grapple first, so that one has successfully grappled.
No,
It's got your head.
so then I got a chance.
You know, they've been gone
Right.
for a while. Should we, like, go check on them?
They're fine.
I mean, they're 50 minutes out anyways.
All right, and that was my mistake. So
Put a shirt
if I
down.
get past you and you are not grappled, please let me know. So Dr. Wright is currently grappled. Raya, there is one on you. That one will. Oh, and I need to know your coordination, both of you guys.
My coordination is a 5.
Gotcha.
To my own detriment, you remember I'm good tasting, right?
That means what for
The
them?
animates are attracted to me.
All right, attracted to, yes. I did remember that. I didn't think it was anything else. What is your coordination?
Mine?
Yes.
Very.
4.
I am also good tasting.
Nope.
Yeah.
8
Ayden, are you
is
good
not
tasting?
good tasting.
I'm not.
Oh, good. That's why you're
I
going to
need
be able to...
coordination.
Oh, coordination is 4.
Very good.
This is why you're going to be able to keep doing the ritual, because they're all going after these guys.
So, Raya, with your coordination, that will still hit. You are grappled. Marud, it will not get to Marud. So there are now 1, 2, 3, 4 that have come out of the ground. One has been hit twice by you, Dr. Wright, with a serious wound. 2 others have been hit once each by Raya and by Marud with a serious wound. There is a 4th one that has come out of the ground, and it is going for an attack on Ayden, which also will not hit. So Ayden, at the last moment, as you're finishing the ritual and realizing something's wrong, Marud says what he says. You are just aware enough that you move slightly to the side, and the ghoul grabs and misses you. So we will now cycle back up, including Ayden in the run. So Dr. Wright, we will start with you.
Okay, in my position, am I able to use aim for the head? I'm essentially thinking I put the gun to its chin.
I would have. Oh wait, you're grappled. Yes, I would absolutely think you could aim.
Cool, then that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'll aim at the head.
And aim is an action.
Unless you have fast. Yes, it is an action, and I have fast aim, so I can do it as one.
One single action. So you do a single action, and then your second action is to shoot it.
Yes. Aim for the head.
And aim gives you a +2, I believe.
Yes, which I didn't actually end up needing, but yeah, 25 is a hit.
That is definitely a hit to the head.
Okay, and come on, give me something good. Nope, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot again. It was not even a flesh wound.
All right, very
Actually,
good.
it's probably more than a flesh wound, but...
I would assume so as you're taking parts of the head down.
17 exactly, luckily.
All right, that does hit.
Oh wait, I'm aiming so plus 2, so let's see, there's... Oh, ow! I got a crit. I got 2 10s.
All right.
So that's...
Not
20 plus
today!
33.
You are able to finally behead the nub that was the head
Okay,
from
cool.
the neck,
And then I
it falls.
promptly fuck off right back. I run as far as I
So
can.
now you are backing up.
Yes.
Out of range.
Out of range,
All
so
right.
that I can shoot
So-
in range.
I am confident it's Raya, but Raya, your coordination
5.
and Ayden's is 4. So Raya, you will go first on 21.
So it's grappling me.
It is grappled you, and there was one close to you that is gone for Ayden but missed.
Okay, so I'm going to try and take both of my exculpuses, put it up against its neck, and behead him.
Okay, so you will be at -3 for the action, but
Okay.
go ahead and take the roll.
20.
Oh no.
No.
With a 20, you will definitely hit.
21.
And a 21 will take its head off. Now, I believe you have other actions, by the way, you're also not grappled. There is one that attacked Ayden, but a quick, just out of the corner of your eye, there's more stuff shambling out of the ground.
I'd like to, on my second action, attack the one that had attacked Ayden, and then I'm going to be saving the third action as a dodge.
Very good. All right. So go ahead and give me the roll for the second one. You are not at -3.
And I will be going for a headshot.
Very good. So you're back to -3, but for a different reason.
24.
24 will hit. Give me damage.
I think that Ray and Frankie are just like in a single arm wrestling
Yeah.
match that's been going on for like 30 minutes.
And Dr. Wright, you're keeping track of bullets.
Yeah, got it right here.
Very good.
You think they're in trouble? Nah, they're
I
fine.
imagine you're creating such a powerful force. It's like glassing the sand
The
beneath
tent
you.
is just like,
Yeah.
We are
It's
22.
100% Dragon Ball.
So with a 22, you will take the head off of that one, and Ayden, you will see that as it turns back towards you, its head just rolls back off its body as you see the 2 blades cut across it in the cross pattern, and as it drops, there's Raya right there.
And then I'm saving my third as a dodge action.
Absolutely. So Ayden,
So I'm saving my actions.
okay?
But what I'm going to say is, up to the sky. Toth, I have seen your request, and I agree to the terms. We shall purge these unclean ones, and see to it that they are returned to their rightful place in the land of the dead.
So at this point, you guys will hear Marud take another strike as he yells, "God damn it, Ayden, get him out of the hole!"
No, this is, don't you see, this is what must happen.
Blight had order, this is the magic hole!
Marud misses the first shot.
This is a magical hole.
But he does hit on the
It's a glory
second.
hole. It's glorious.
No! Get out. Oh.
Damn it. It's the Detroit train station all over again.
I will swear that the group has not had alcohol before meeting this evening.
I would say, Pedro, I think all I've seen you drink is like a Coke.
Yeah, just a Coke.
You drink half a Coke.
That's the hard stuff.
That's his limit. Half a Coke. So actually, you do not see Marud take off this one's head, but he does do more damage. After him, you guys will see another round of ghouls coming out of the ground. At this point, Ayden and Raya are the only ones close enough for them to be able to get to, but it will not be this round. So, what are we doing? I'm sorry, being stupid. So before the round ends, we have held actions. That's what I meant. What are the held actions doing?
All right. You want to go first?
Thank you. With my last held action, I would like to attack one of them that's coming out of the ground.
All right. So you will be at actually +1 to strike him in the head because that's the majority of what's out of the ground at this point.
Oh, okay. 19?
19 will definitely hit.
20.
20 will do damage to it, taking a large chunk out of the ear and eye, but it does not go down. And that is your last action for this turn. So, Ayden, you have 1 or 2 actions normally.
I have 2 actions.
So you have 2 actions to take at this point.
Fast draw, drawing the pistol, closest one to me, headshot.
All right.
Nice.
So you are going to be at -3 to hit, so you will also need a 17.
But I get +3 to initiative.
But that's initiative,
Yeah.
not... Yes.
so that's 14.
14 will miss.
Oh, damn.
Do remember to keep track of bullets.
Okay.
Second action.
Oh, I've been doing that. My second action is I draw my sword.
Okay.
Get ready.
Very good. So we will cycle back up at this point. Dr. Wright, you have now moved back. You are starting to see hands coming out of the ground, bringing the second wave out. And you've heard Marud yell at Ayden to get Dr. Wolfe out of the ground. You are back. These will have to get out to then get towards you. What do you do?
Hands near me or all around Wolf?
Hands all the way around the hole. You do not see Wolfe.
Okay, that's what I mean. Not near me.
Not near you because you and Marud have both backed up from the hole.
Excellent, but I can see the one that attacked Ayden, right? Is there that head?
That's been destroyed. That
Okay.
one is down. Marud is still fighting with one, but you can see the one that Ayden shot at without a doubt.
Yeah, that's the one. The one that's
It's still in the hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, can I see it?
Absolutely.
Cool, I'm gonna aim for the head.
Very good.
That -3 wasn't for night penalties.
No, the -3 is you're attacking the head.
Oh, okay, cool.
Stop reminding him of darkness penalties. 17.
Under the light of
17
this
just
full
hits.
moon?
Hey, I took the perk, damn it. I'm gonna use the perk.
30.
That will hit. Oh wait. Yeah.
3 damage.
That's damage. That will shoot it through the head. So the one that you just shot from the side, boom, the head blows off.
Okay,
and-
I'm a little. I figure I'm really into it right now.
Right.
And I'm just like, yes. In my brain, I'm just like, he is destroyed.
I'm gonna use my last 2.
That was clearly my shot.
Yeah.
One action to reload my whole gun, or
Do you have fast loaders or quick load? I have forgotten what they are called, but there is something that you can use that basically
So,
reloads.
6 shooters have speed
There's
cylinders.
speed, yeah.
That's what it is.
Pistols have clips, so you just pop the clip. And
And
that
if you don't
takes an
specifically
action.
have it, then no.
I thought I got it, but I don't see it on this character sheet.
I
so-
seem to remember over the
I
years
thought
of
you
gaming.
had
I
that.
thought
No, I was
had
thinking the other way. I remember him loading 1, 2.
I didn't see. I remember doing that years back, but I thought
I remember you
cylinder.
doing that and then going, why does this take so long?
Yep,
and I
there you
said,
go. So I don't
grab
think
the
you have it
speed
yet.
cylinders. No, I think he picked up speed cylinders after that.
Wouldn't have been able to buy them in Cairo.
No, this was back in
You
London.
think back in Prussia?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be mean and say if you don't have it written down, let's go that you don't.
Okay. Then I'll use my last 2 to reload a couple.
Two bullets in. All right. So we're moving down from Wright. We are now going to Ayden.
All right, aiming for the head of one. Oh wow!
You're not short on targets, any of you, just so you know. Target-rich environment.
17,
17 will hit.
and then that was a headshot.
So when you do your damage, you're going to add 5 additional points to it.
Okay, so damage is +6. So how does that work?
So your gun is 6.
Yeah.
You got 5 for the head, so you're going to add 11 to 2d10 roll. Ideally, you want at least a 10 to take it out.
Okay, so that's 13 plus
All right.
11.
24.
Yeah.
So that will take out 1.
Boom.
Do you have a second action?
I do, but I am going to wait till the end of the turn.
You're going to hold it.
Yes.
All right. So moving down, Raya, you are next.
All right, I'd like to, on my first attack the one that I attacked previously.
All right. It is now shoulders out, so it is no longer the +1 you were getting. So
Okay.
your standard, or -1 that you were getting. So it is your standard at this point, 17.
24.
That will hit, and damage.
21.
21 will take it down. So you have your first one down. What are you doing for your
Continue.
next action?
The next action, I'd like to try and take out the next one
Very good.
next to it.
All right.
That would be a 26.
26 will hit.
Feeling the combat is happening somewhere.
And that would be a 27 damage.
27 will take it out. So to give you guys an idea where we are at, there is one left that is moving in the direction of Dr. Wright, which when I say moving in the direction, I mean moving out of the hole. That's all I mean. Marud is now going to work on the last one that he has next to him, which, wow, this one is pretty spry. He's not able to hit it on his first, but he does hit it on his second action and still does not take it down. This is the worst Marud has ever done.
We found a
Back in
nest
the
of
tent.
ninja.
Barry, I'd like to hold my last for a dodge.
Very good.
back in the tent, I think Frankie and Ray have kind of hurt each other's feelings on accident, and it's starting to turn into almost a tussle. We're not quite there yet.
Okay. All right. Before
high stakes
we
of
get
it.
down to the showdown, Dr. Wolfe, if you will give me a wits perception roll.
Ooh, that was actually really good.
Damn.
Taking into the account the sorry, give me a second. I need to calculate. That is 20 exactly.
Okay, so you were by no means drugged.
Mm-hmm.
You were tired. You had chosen to go to sleep. You had the expectation that you were going to be brought out. You did agree to this bandaging and this ceremonial thing. So you had laid out into it. And you remember hearing the increasing crescendo of the prayer that was put over you. And then there was just a weightless calm as you felt like you were falling. Falling is too fast a word. Gently sliding into comfort. Maybe 10 seconds in, that comfort is being jarred. You are hearing muffled, you're pretty sure they're gunshots. You hear the clang of metal. If you're going somewhere, like alighting to another place, sounds like you're going the wrong way.
Right, exactly, and it's kind of like, yeah, Wolf's kind of like, unfortunately, he's wrapped up in bandages.
Exactly.
There's like not much he can do at the moment, but
Sure.
it's definite like, well, whatever's supposed to be happening is not working here.
And so at the point when you realize that, you will hear another round of gunfire, and now what you're realizing is there is pressure on the top of your body. So you had pressure on your back because you were laid down, you knew that, and as you had that nice sliding sensation, that very gentle removal sensation, you were slowly getting like a calm rushing over you, like going into warm water. But now you're at the other side of it, where you're realizing something's not right, and that weight that is on you is progressively getting heavier to the point where it is starting to make it very difficult for you to draw breath, which is already difficult at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? And by the way, you don't have anything like claustrophobia as an issue. Okay.
No. So, yeah, Wolf is like, it's unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of strength right now in his current condition and stuff. There's just like, chance.
Well, I know that you are not bandaged stiffly,
Yeah.
but you are also underground.
Yeah.
What would you think you would do?
There's that moment of like realizing something's wrong, and he's trying to wriggle.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Go ahead and give me a vitality roll.
Mm-hmm.
You are aiming for 13 right now.
Just go
Did
towards
not
the
get
light.
it.
Okay. Are you going to stay at did not get it?
I'm going to use one of my personal rerolls.
Very good.
Just go towards the light.
I definitely got it. So-
All right. So at this point, you have been able to move your hands. I mean, it was your choice to remain in that hand across your chest, basically in that cross. You're now able to kind of move them down, and as you move, you are feeling that pressure on the center of your body, and then all the way down. With your hands down, you're not going to worry about the bandages. This feels like something where you can step out. What would you do at this point?
I'm trying to like, at first because I'm not sure what exactly is on me, I'm going to try to call out like something, but obviously.
Very good. So as you call out, the three of you, go ahead and give me a wits perception roll. I just make the numbers easy. We're looking for an 18. Nope.
I have a bunch of chips too.
16.
I'm not. Nope.
All right.
I'm believing
So-
this works.
As you cry out, you figure your voice is carrying as much as it is. Is there anything else you're going to do this action? Another round of gunshots.
So I'm going to actually see. I'm actually going to roll an intellect to see if Wolf can put something together.
Very good.
Because I don't think he I think he's in the point. It's like I don't have the strength to get out of whatever's on me. But clearly, what's happening isn't whatever was happening earlier was working. So, oh yeah, I think I got that. I got like an 18 on trying to determine that. Wait a minute, and it's Wolf's going to try and shout one more time. Chant.
All right. So go ahead and give me another roll. This time, go ahead and make it a 16 for wits perception. All three of you.
I got 16.
I got a 17.
So the two of you clearly hear in Dr. Wolf's raspy voice, the word chant yelled 2 times. It is muffled, but you know he's in there.
I get back to chanting.
All right? Very good. So you stand where you are and immediately begin the chant for the 3rd round.
Yep.
Dr. Wolfe, that's it. You would remain there.
Unfortunately,
hoping that the chant is going to fix it.
I'm hoping the chant's going to fix it. At this point, I don't have the strength to try it.
You might. What I'm saying is, what would you do?
Okay.
Things have changed. It is not that gentle feeling anymore. It's disrupted by gunfire, the noise of metal clanging on metal, and the fact that you have a weight in the wrong place. You would expect to have that, I'm riding a cloud, going down, going up, but not a weight crushing you from the top.
Right, so Wolfe is going to try and crawl. Oh, then I guess I'm going to attempt to. But
Crawl out. So at this point, I need you to give me that composure roll that we're so used to having.
Okay. Any penalties, any bonuses, and anything I should be aware of?
Shouldn't be anything for this one.
Okay. I made it, so I'm okay. I have my
So
composure
you're
for now.
in control. So now what I would like to have you do is give me a coordination roll or less. I can figure out a skill that makes more sense. Which is... Nope, I'm going to go with what I said to begin with.
Just coordination?
Just coordination.
Ooh.
Well, no, I take it back. If you have escapology would be the other.
Do not have escapology, and unfortunately that is a resounding 7.
So, with a 7, you are now aware. I also need to get a initiative roll out.
Oh, okay.
You are now aware that you are trapped somewhere. And that somewhere is not some mythical, spiritual place. You're trapped in something.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
I just rolled it. Give me a sec while I add my prowess.
Of course.
Stuff. That is a total of 13.
And so 13. So we are now going to cycle. You still have a remaining, which means that going through Wolfe, I should have Marood. Worst night ever for Marood. Marood does finally strike.
We won't talk about this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, and he does finally stop the one he's got. That is amazing. All right, and then we will go to the ghouls. So another round of ghouls you will see starting to come out of the edges. And when I'm talking about the edges, so the first group was in a very small area, maybe the right to left, maybe 3 feet distance between them. The second group of ghouls maybe had a 4-foot distance. This group is coming out in a 6-foot area, and you're looking at it, and it appears to be more. As they come out, what originally was a very small sinkhole is becoming a fairly heavy-duty sinkhole with the sand starting to fill it in. So from top into the center, there is maybe something like an 18-inch rise to it, but quick thinking, at least for Ayden, who's been yelled at by Marood, and for the other two, maybe you think this, maybe you don't. If Dr. Wolfe is sinking in as they are coming out, if we are playing the game of displacement, Dr. Wolfe is getting more and more sand placed on top of him. It may get to the point where he, 1, suffocates, 2, is crushed. Suffocation probably before being crushed.
I'm going to yell, Dr. Wolfe, hear my voice, unleashed from within. Begin your transformation.
Dr. Wolfe, go ahead and give me, you need an 18 to hear Ayden. Although you do hear the chant stopped.
I do not roll an 18.
All right, so the chant stopped again. There's some muffled noise, and do remember there are chips.
Yeah.
There is some muffled noise.
I was probably not
All
going
right,
to get that.
so we will go with the new group of Shadem, which have the ghouls are moving out of the ground because they are getting a full action, though they are not out. No one's getting a bonus for striking the head. If this clutch continues to get larger and you're seeing more of them come out, you guys should be worried that you're going to be overborne. So back up to the top with Dr. Wright.
So none of them are out, you said?
No, they are climbing their way out.
Am I far enough back, based on the ones that I've seen and how they move, that I think if it comes out, it won't make it to me?
No.
Okay.
This round, it will not get to you.
Cool, then I'm going to use all 3 of my actions to reload my gun.
All right. Very good. We will then move to Ayden.
I'm going to start chanting louder and I'm just going to put all my focus and willpower on it.
So we're exclusively chanting, we're not shooting or anything
No.
of that sort. So go ahead and give me a theology roll.
You mean mythology?
Theology.
I don't think I have theology. I
All
have
right,
mythology.
Go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
Alright.
Please spend the chip. I feel like it's
should
worth
be good. Can I add my Wisdom of the Ages?
Yes.
History to it? Okay, so that would make it 18.
Okay,
Nice.
very good. And then as a second action, or will you hold it basically in the chant?
I'm going to hold it in the chant.
Very good. All right, moving down to Raya.
Okay, I would like to attack one of the ones coming out of the ground.
Very good. Are you just wailing inward, or are you attacking something with a purpose? Is there something you are going after?
I'm attacking the one that's closest to Ayden because I want Ayden to continue chanting.
Without saying, that's exactly what I was asking. Very good.
I'd like to go for the head.
All right. So we're just the standard -3, so we are just
Okay.
standard 17 to strike.
20?
That hits,
21.
and that will take it down. Another one beheaded.
Okay. On the second attack, I'll go for the one next to it.
Very good.
No, go back.
19.
19 will hit.
Don't want that food.
Another 19.
Okay, so that will do damage to it, but will not take it out. Moving down from Raya, we're going to move to Dr. Wolfe. So Dr. Wolfe, the chanting began for a moment and then stopped. There was muffled noises, and then the chanting began again. There's a different sound to the voice. Not really sure what that is, but there is a different sound of the voice now that the chanting has begun again. For you, go ahead and give me the composure roll again.
I succeeded.
Very good. So you still have your wits about you, but you are definitely getting a heavier and heavier weight on top of you.
There's memory of this moment, and it's like, despite the pressure and everything building down, the thing was, what was it that caused trying to remember things? And it's so hard. The pressure is pushing, like it's like pressing not only on his chest, but it's like causing spots to appear in his vision, green spots, green light in his eyes, and it's like somehow this is all connecting. He remembers almost the smell of gin when it was putting on there. That was the thing he had in the dream. And he's been vomiting quite a bit even before this point, and somehow everything is in this weird abstract way is coming together. But what was the thing when he was in the darkness with that mummy as it was trying to press his hands? He fought back, and yes, it was the mummy that transformed, but he needs to fight. He needs to fight to live, and so he's going to try to dig his way out, just regardless of how much it is. This is what needs to happen.
Very good.
He knows it. This is how it has to be.
I want an unarmed combat roll from you, and I don't know if that's the actual term. It is unarmed combat.
I do have unarmed combat.
So I would like an unarmed combat roll.
That is a 16.
16. You start feeling yourself move up. You are removing what is restraining you. Okay? For reality terms, you're basically breaking the bandages off so you can actually start digging, swimming your way out of the sand.
Yeah.
But for your mind, something is breaking away from you. You are beating whatever it is away from you as you move forward. Do you have more than one action?
I do.
Take your second action. What are you doing?
I'm going to keep going.
Go ahead and give me an unarmed combat roll. Again, you are at +1 to the roll.
Ooh, that was even better. Let me add these together. That is 20 total.
Very good. So now we will move from there to Marud. Marud again yells, "Somebody get him out of the hole!" And he will take a swing. He will step forward and jeez. And wow. So he moves up to the edge. He is still striking against them, endeavoring to pull them. So if you were standing outside of the circle of what's going on, what you would notice is as they come out of the ground, they kind of come everywhere. Once they get out, they seem to very quickly focus towards Raya, which means towards Ayden. So for Raya may not be aware that they're turning to her. She is just defending Ayden. The other portion are definitely turning towards Dr. Wright and appear to generally be ignoring Marud at this point. So I don't know that anybody is that far back to be able to even understand what's going on there. So I have 2 on Raya. Whoa, that one actually will hit, which means grappled. And the second one, because you are grappled, will give it a bonus, which your coordination is 5.
It is.
It will literally just miss.
Can I use my held action to try and dodge out of the grapple?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. Go ahead and
Okay.
give me that roll.
What's my roll for that?
So it is specifically, you're going to roll 2d10 and add your coordination.
Okay.
It's like 5 of it.
And you're trying to beat a 19, so you'll need a 20 total.
I did get a 20 exactly.
Fantastic. So you do not get grappled by that one, and you are held okay. Dr. Wright, 2 of them are heading your way. Remember I said that they would not be there this round.
Okay, cool. I'll use one of my actions.
I thought you did both your actions to, all 3 of your actions this round
Is
were
this the same round?
Same round, right.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
letting you know 2 are coming your way.
Okay.
For the people around the, I'm going to again say the hole, there are 2 more that are coming out, and as we move to the next round, there's a 3rd one starting to come out as well. So we have Dr. Wright. So you have 2 coming close to you.
Okay, I'll aim and shoot one of them in the head.
Very good.
That's definitely a hit. That's
All right.
19 plus 27.
All you guys need to do, just remember, is to beat a 17. 17 or higher.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna shoot again.
Did you at least do a serious wound?
Nope.
All right.
Well, it's 13 plus, so 17.
Yep. All right. Very good.
Let's see here. No, okay, so that's 2 missed, or that's another one missed. Oh, actually, wait, can I
Was that
roll
a
this?
straight up
Yeah.
miss?
Yeah. So then, never mind. It wasn't a miss.
Yeah.
So 6, that's 17.
All right. So that's another hit, and damage for that one is
17, so. And then I'm going to use my last action to move back the equal distance so that I think it'll take them time to get to where I'm at.
okay. So you're holding that last action.
Well, no, I'm moving.
You're moving back for your final action.
Yeah, I'm moving to a distance where I think they will.
Very good.
That's safe.
So with that movement, you will be starting to get far enough back because you do not have lights to where you're not going to be able to see into the hole, and you're going to barely be able to see the shapes that are up.
Okay, so I won't be able to. So I'll have a penalty to hitting the ones that are coming at me. Or,
No, the ones that are
No.
coming at you will be. The
Oh,
light
that's
has
fine.
not gone away. I'm just talking a distance now. All right. So then,
I'll also shout out, "We got 2 over here!"
all right, Ayden, you are next. You're
Um,
currently chanting. Are you doing anything
I'm
else?
thinking he needs a little help, so I grab my arm, squeeze it,
Yep.
and I just start dropping the blood into the sand, and I'm just putting all my effort into this chant.
Very good.
Probably it looks like at this point I'm probably really pale, I might pass out soon, but I'm just putting everything into
Everything into it. You're yelling. Even though there's not a storm, you're yelling over the storm.
Exactly.
I love it. All right. And at this point, we'll hold the second action because
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen. So then we are moving down from Ayden to Raya.
I would like to attack the one that I did damage to
Yes.
last round.
Very good.
I'd like to do a headshot. 17 exactly.
Okay. Again, that's a hit.
19.
19. So that will do damage to it. You are beating the hell out of its head, but slicing the hell out of its head.
I'll take another shot of that one.
Very good.
I got boxcars that time.
All right. So that's
So
definitely a hit.
definitely a hit.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
I only got a 13 that time.
Very good. So you have a last action, same situation that you normally do.
Yes.
All right. Moving down from there. Dr. Wolfe, you are out. Your head is out. What are you doing? You have to still scrabble out of the
Oh, yeah.
sand, but your head is out.
So there's also this thing is that the head is out. There's this memory. It's like this is all the final vision. The final vision was just my head right before the transformation, and everything else from me had been slogged off. There was nothing left, just the head. Now I can't willingly make the transformation in this particular case, but I know that the fight is here. This is the moment. It has to be this. This has to happen. I don't know why I feel like this has to happen, that this is the moment, but I am on the precipice. The chanting is happening. I'm just back to my neck. I feel like I'm going to be swallowed away once again. Something has broken away. Maybe it's my flesh. Maybe it's something. I haven't seen myself. I don't know what I look like at this point. But I know that this is the moment. If I don't change, this is the end.
Okay. So go ahead and give me the composure roll.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, even without the medication, I have pretty good willpower, so let's hope I fail. I did not fail.
Spend a chip.
I will spend a chip to try to fail.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Narrative.
Narrative.
Let's use all of them.
Okay.
Use every single chip.
One more time. Let's try to get this. I'm gonna roll these
Michael.
for
Use
once in your life.
shittiest dice. Use your shittiest dice.
That was even
into the
better.
dice
One more
jail.
time.
You got two more.
I need you to
Okay,
do
one more.
You got one more chance after this to fuck it up, Michael.
God damn, I'm doing
Fuck
too
it up,
well.
Michael.
You know what? Use my dice.
Use
Okay.
Ty's dice.
Wait, those are my dice.
Ouch.
It still didn't work.
All right. Go
Sorry.
ahead and put
Because
2
they're
back
Matt's
into the
dice.
pot.
Yeah.
So you don't understand what's going on. You saw the dream.
Mm.
You can only read it the way you can read it.
Mm.
Give me an int roll. Let's make sure that what I just said was a correct statement.
I rolled really well, so
All
that
right,
is
so, yes.
that 20,
So
23
In
on
your mind,
Well,
there
for
is
your last
only
roll, that's not
one
bad.
way to read this. As ridiculous as this sounds, the only missing piece is you don't taste gin on your lips.
I go, and that's the moment. Pour gin in my face!
I'll grab my head flask.
Well, so Ayden, you actually are before him. So as you're doing the chant, you do have an action. You hear him yell that.
I will.
Just go out
I
the
basically
window.
take my hip flask, open it, and I just start.
Holy water spraying in the chin.
Yeah.
Honestly, with all the shit we've dealt with, this is the weirdest.
I think it is
It's
though.
on par with.
So you are feeling something strike you.
And my mouth, just try.
So I need another int roll.
I'm gonna use my personal reroll. There we go. That is a 19.
So as you start tasting it, you taste gin on your lips.
Mhm.
You also taste something else. It's coppery and it's warm, and you're gonna get a -3 to your composure roll because it's blood.
Oh yes, this is it.
Yes.
Power of my blood and gin compels you.
And I finally failed.
Yes.
Yay!
Now you have no throw on your side.
But this is where the things are gonna happen.
So you feel something. That rage boils up in you and it dissipates. And then heat infuses your body. You can feel it. And for the two of you that are close, there is heat coming from the hole. All right? Again, we're still warm. It's not hot. We're still warm, but there is heat coming from the hole. And then that diffuses. And I'm not sure what you would do. Would you just wait for the transformation?
At this point, I mean, I think I'm at the head. I think for more cinematic purposes, he's starting to sink back in, and I think this is the vision, you know, everything is disintegrating, and it's going to be once the sand covers my face, that's where it's gonna
All right, perfect.
burst
So,
forth.
Then Marood will take his 2 shots. I feel like at some point Marood's going to put his knife in his pocket and go, I'm going home.
Walks right back to London.
However, Marood does
Fuck
damage.
these zombies. I quit.
For the badass fighter that he has been through this entire trip in Egypt, what the hell? This is all the bad rolls are coming back to him. All right, we move
It's just
from
sand zombies are his weakness.
right. So we move back from we move back from Marood then to the remaining ones. So Raya, first one on you will just hit, so that would be a grapple. Second one will not. And there is a third towards you, which also will not. So you have one potentially grappling you.
Can I use my dodge?
You may.
19?
19 will get you short of the grapple. So, Dr. Wright, the two that are coming your way do not stop. They continue coming your way. And then the last one comes out and moves towards Ayden, who is presently chanting and spraying gin and blood, and may not potentially, give me a wits perception roll, may not even see it at this point.
14.
So with a 14, you just catch it and are able to be in a position where I'm going to give you the ability to defend yourself, which you do actually rather well.
Gin bottle.
So we cycle back up. Dr. Wright, these two are going to be in combat range for them at the end of this round. So
You
if
know-
want to roll ahead, you're certainly...
What I'll do is this. I'll aim for one of their heads.
All right.
So
First shot.
Unless you guys want me to use a reroll, it's a miss. Let me see. Okay, and then can I use my? There's only one over by Ayden, right? There's one over there.
You can see one up in front of Ayden, yes.
And they've moved effectively 2 spaces out towards me.
Towards you, yes.
So if I were to use my last 2 movements to run back towards Maroon, then it will take them time to get back. Not this turn.
It would if you were to take those actions, however, in the form of D&D, there is a chance that they will be able to grapple you, stop you in some way as you run past, because you are moving through sand. But you are certainly welcome to do that.
I see what you're saying.
Presently, you are getting yourself farther from the party.
Yeah.
I feel like Wright wouldn't do that.
So I'll take another shot at the head.
All right.
I think Wright is going to make the right call.
Next turn are gonna get to me. So then,
No,
they're
this
over
the
here.
turn we're in.
Yeah.
They will be
That's
attacking.
what I mean. So
you. Yes.
they'll get to me this turn.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to move diagonally, or not diagonally, sideways,
You're trying to get away from
I'm
them.
just hiding them. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
So-
So that will effectively be your dodge roll when they make their attack. Meaning, if they make an attack, you're going to use the action as a dodge. That's your move.
He's kiting them and then furiously typing on party chat. Tank, do your job.
on your side, they will still have effectively actions, so they can potentially go after you. That's how I'm envisioning it. Ayden.
So I'm like pretty weak at this point.
Yep.
And
You
my
are.
brain's processing the whole them moving towards her and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm looking at her and I kind of like see just this like shadowy sort of form, like Anubis-like. And on her forehead, I'm gonna go, daughter of Anubis.
So you're going to
Take
step
this
to her.
blessing. Right. And I'm gonna put something, and then I'm just gonna collapse. But it looks in my head like the symbol of Anubis.
So, Raya, for you, as you're taking your
It's just-
attacks, you are going to be at -2 for this round's worth of attacks. Ayden is moving in your place, and as you're trying to move around him, he is undeterred going to place his hand upon your head.
You told me to roll already. Do you want me to re-roll the attacks?
Yeah, just subtract 2 from your rolls,
Okay.
as I'm saying. But we will move then from Ayden, who will collapse, to Raya.
Okay, so the first one with the -2 would be 18 to hit.
That's going to hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
And damage I rolled was a...
That won't be a -2 on that.
Okay, 24.
That takes that one out.
The second one with the -2 to hit would be a 17.
Okay, that'll hit.
And damage was a 19.
19. All right. So that will damage
And then
it.
I'm holding my third.
Your third action. So we move down from Raya to Wolfe. Wolfe, what are you doing?
So, the sand has fully covered the head once again,
Mm-hmm.
but the transformation continues.
Yep. And so you're just living in the moment.
Yep, living in the
Very
moment.
good.
As much as I've ran from this, as much as I've tried to suppress this for once in my life, I'm embracing it.
Okay. Let's go. So stepping down from Dr. Wolfe, Marood lets out a string of what you can only believe are African swear words. He jumps to the hole, grabs Dr. Wolfe, and Dr. Wolfe, you will feel yourself pulled out.
And
Possibly by Evan?
there is a final vision though.
Uh-huh.
A vision of a dark shape impeding my path.
Well, there is definitely a dark shape impeding your path into the ground.
And this was exactly the same person who was impeding the path. And there is a moment where it's like, in order for this to continue, I need to beat him off, and maybe with strength far beyond what Wolfe would normally have in his body, backhands Marood.
Go ahead and give me your unarmed combat roll.
Dr. Wright likes that. He'll remember it.
You will need
Anything to you?
You will need a 16 to strike him.
I did it.
Yeah, he actually has.
I made it exactly 16.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
You have to understand.
You pretty much have a beef
Dr.
with
Wright
everybody in
versus
this.
the world.
So, I don't know what vitality you want me to use,
So
but I will tell you
full
what
vitality.
my full my normal vitality or the other vitality.
Full vitality, all of it. Other.
Okay, so that is 21.
And I apologize, I also need a location.
Oh, I'll give you the location.
Hold on.
I rolled a 9 and a 10 on the location.
So
That's a
that'd be
very high
19. So
number.
that you strike him in the arm. That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that was 21 damage to the arm. So
21. Well, no,
that's vitality.
no.
That's right.
And keep in mind that he's also going to be subtracting his vitality
That's what I
from
mean.
the roll.
mhm.
Yeah.
If he has armor, that's not gonna work for him because I got brutality. So
Slap Maroon to death.
Oh wait, no. I am wrong. No, there it is. Unarmed. You will strike Marood. I'm going to give him a chance to hold on.
He's gonna turn into
he did not.
Now we can just
No, you knock him away, and all of you hear, "Doctor, you fool! We must get out of here." And
Yep.
we will. Let's see. That would put Marood at the point to. No, he's going to try it again. So he is again going to grab at you, which he is successful a second time. You still have your second.
No, we like Maroon.
I don't already kill him.
I'm gonna use one last chip.
To kill Maroon.
Not to kill Maru, just to knock him the fuck away. Which I got 17 this time.
17. Go ahead and give me damage.
Oh, good. Okay, that is. What's it? That's 20.
Okay, so again, you knock him away. So Marood hollers in your general direction, "Doctor, do you have anything to knock this fool out?"
a little busy.
All right,
As the transformation is continuing.
and we have a couple of the ghouls. So,
If you want to deal with these sons of bitches, maybe I can get over there.
okay, so there is one that would hit you, Dr. Wright. So you have your...
I don't get a dodge roll.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's one that would hit you.
Oh, okay.
So you have your dodge roll. You are at +2 to your roll. You need to beat an 18. I'm giving you the bonus for moving, is what I'm looking
And what's the addition to the dodge roll?
at. It is your coordination plus your 2d10 plus 2. 19 or higher is what you need.
16, and I get +2.
Yep.
19.
There is still a chip in the center.
Do you guys want me to use that?
Use it.
Yeah, use it.
That's why I'm RPing my ass off.
Hey, natural 20. Very well. Double 10.
Well, up to
Double 10s. All right, well, that
20.
gets you clear of them. And we cycle back to the top. So, Dr. Wright, you're here now. You are past their grasp. You can kind of do that circuitous route to bring you back to the top. As you're moving closer, you are noticed there are more hands coming out of the ground. Marood is yelling at you to come and knock Dr. Wolfe out, and has twice, well, no, you wouldn't have seen the first one, but the second one, you would see Dr. Wolfe rebuffing Marood from him.
As Wolfe is just trying to sink back into the
Wolfe,
sand.
Wolfe is about halfway out of the sand, but is just laying there waiting for himself to fall back in.
But, no. Well, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know how much he pulled me out. But
He
it's
got
just-
you up to your waist.
Yeah.
If I look at him, do I notice that he looks more lively?
No, well, in the sense that he just knocked Marood off him, yes. But no, I mean, there's not enough light for you to see if, like, he's been
If I
healed or changed
saw
or
him
anything.
knock Marood
Yes.
off him, I'm assuming he's getting better. So I'm going to say, Marood, leave him in there. It's working, whatever it is. Deal with these creatures. And I'm going to shoot at the ones.
All right. The ones that are coming to you, go ahead.
The important ones.
And again, Raya, if you're doing the same, go ahead.
That is 19.
19 will hit.
Am I still at a
Damage.
minus?
No, actually, it's 24.
Very good. That takes one out.
Okay, last one with my last bullet, or another one with my last bullet. That is going to be a hit.
Very good.
17, or it's
17 or higher. Yep.
24.
That will take a second one out. So nothing is coming behind you as you continue to make your way back to the hole.
Cool, I reload my bullet.
Very good. So we're going to move there to Ayden, who is now on the ground, to Raya.
Well, I was gonna say, while I'm laying there, my fevered brain is in blood loss, and I'm looking at Dr. Wolfe. I'm
Who's
just
pretty much at eye level with you. At
right.
This point.
I'm just seeing like he's just got this like strain, like almost like hawk-like head, and I can just see these wings and stuff rippling off of him as he's like slowly rising out of the ground, and I'll just yell, "He has been reborn!"
All right. So Raya.
First attack, aiming for the head,
Yes.
was a 20
The true
hit,
rebirth.
That hits.
20 damage.
That will do damage, but not destroy it.
Attacking
Second.
that second one, or attacking that one a second time, was 19 to hit and a 24 damage.
That will drop that one.
And then I'm holding my third action.
Very good. So we move from there to Wolfe, who is presently doing nothing.
Just letting himself
Yes,
go back in so that
exactly.
the transformation can complete itself.
So Marud, at this point, is exasperated with the room. He is yelling. He says, "All of you, they are coming out of the ground. They will destroy all of us. They will overrun us. We need to leave. Somebody grab Ayden. My God, Raya, you should see this. You should know what's going on. I will grab Ayden. You grab Dr. Wolfe. Dr. Wright, help." And then he grabs Ayden, almost like a one-arm grab, but he puts his arm around Ayden's chest, lifts him up, and then swings him over his shoulder. This should, at least for you, Dr. Wright, since you saw him get rebuffed, should make you question what the hell's going on with Wolfe, because you just watched him one-arm Ayden.
And I'm seeing him. He looks like this other Egyptian god. I'm figuring he's got like a. I'm trying to think of a male god, but yeah, just the animal head and the rest
Right,
of it.
okay. Yeah, you are way lost in this one. I get it. I absolutely get it. Then, moving down from Marud, we are going to go... So, there are more coming out. Raya, there's going to be one on you, a second on you. There is one that has a chance to hit.
Okay, I'd like to use my dodge on that
Very
one.
good. The light is disappearing very quickly.
This is about to be darkest before the
16?
16 would not keep you out of the grapple. Do you want to make your reroll, or...
You know, I'll use a personal reroll on that.
Very good.
That would be a 19.
19 will get you out of it. So before we start the cycle back up, let me tell you where we are at. Currently, Marud is holding Ayden over his shoulder. If you are at the correct position to see it, Ayden is still bleeding, not squirt, 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 but he is still bleeding down Marud's back. Marud is yelling at you guys to help, grab Wolfe, and let's get the heck out of here.
There he said squirt, squirt, squirt. Not ski, ski,
Okay.
Dr. Wolfe is literally sitting in the sand, and the reason that he is sinking is because you can all see there are more hands coming out, widening the hole, dropping the sand to the center.
But there's
Dr.
almost
Wright-
like this weird serene look.
Oh, without a doubt.
Absolute serenity, like this is supposed to happen.
Not-
At least on Wolf's face.
Right.
Can I see that? Am I close enough to see
You
it?
can see it because you are up there. Dr. Wright, you can see that the hands are starting to work their way out. And Raya, you can also see that. So with that information now, we will go back to Dr. Wright. What are you doing?
Excellent. So I see the hands rising out. I see Wolfe there smiling.
Kind of in the middle of the
Yeah.
hands rising out.
And I look at him, and I think back to what he told me in the tent, and I say, Wolfe, I hope you evolve and survive, or you die as you saw fit. Hope to see you back at camp. And then I book the other way towards back to camp.
Damn it, Doctor! All right, so Raya. Raya.
I'm going to run to him and
To Wolfe or Wright?
to Wolfe,
Okay,
and I'm going to try and pull him out.
very good.
And I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to say, please come with me. I can't lose another one. I can't let you go. I can't let you die.
So I need you to go ahead and give me a unarmed combat roll. Dr. Wolfe, I need you to make a composure roll.
Is that coordination? I don't have
Yes,
an
it is.
Apparently, I critted that composure roll.
Okay, so with that, you hear Raya.
14.
And in Raya, what you hear is a cry for help that strikes the doctor's side of you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand the pain that you could potentially cause. It doesn't mean you have to act on it,
Right.
but you are aware of it. Raya is basically saying, save my soul. Don't allow it to be damned again. That's kind of what you're hearing. But Raya puts her hands on you, and she has put her hands under your armpits and is pulling you up.
There's a moment where, and it's no violence because the doctor's side is there, as he holds on to, he takes both sides of Raya's face as she's grabbing him, and he looks at her, and there's humanity, pure humanity in those eyes. There's no conflict, there's no beast, there's no nothing. And he says, I absolve you, and shoves her off and into the sand.
Very good. Go ahead and give me... So you're going to be at -3 for the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a roll, full vitality.
Mm-hmm. And that is
Raya, your coordination is?
A 5.
23.
And he shoves you off. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm just trying to shove her out.
Go ahead and roll damage. That gives me an idea of...
Okay, so 6 plus 7 is... No, sorry. That's 21.
Yeah, so he rebuffs you quite a ways back.
And I think with that shove, he sinks.
You push as hard as you can in.
Yeah.
That still won't get you down, but more... You are not sinking. Again, we made the joke. You're not in quicksand. What's happening is the rest come out. So,
I'm going to use my next 2 actions after he does that to get up to where Maroon and Ayden are.
They're right there.
Okay.
All you did was step in. So if you're going to hold your actions,
I'll hold them.
Maroon looks at you. You will have to absolve me of this. And he steps down into the hole, and we'll see if he hits. He is striking Dr. Wolfe.
God damn it.
Wow! The first time he actually seriously hit tonight, that is a 26 to hit.
I'm sure that's an absolute hit.
Yep. So the objective for him is to knock you out.
Problem is, I don't think a throat can be knocked out.
Right. What I need is, but you are not a throat yet, but I do need your full vitality.
All right, my full vitality is 7 at the moment.
Yeah, so he does not knock you out.
Yeah.
So that is a serious wound. Mm-hmm. So you will be at -2 for all actions at this point. So that's first strike. He is going to take another one.
God.
He is hitting you with the back of the sword he's been using. His objective again is to knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and that the reason he is hitting, so that you understand, is you can't move.
Right. Oh, I know. But at the very least...
No, that one just hurts.
Yeah.
That one just hurts.
And I think I'm just going to, at this point, as my own blood is going there, the beast is starting to come. It's not going to strike at him, but right now it knows, it's instinct. Retreat.
And so you actually move into the sand? Or
it's going, I'm sinking down, like it's digging myself.
So Marut will then look at you. He says, what do we do?
We head back.
I hear that off his back?
Yeah.
We head back to camp.
Very good. And you guys are now running. For a short while, the ghouls are following. Maybe, again, 50 minutes out, but you guys were walking, not running. Probably 3 or 4 minutes of running, with this light getting lower and lower, you lose any sight of the following ghouls. You guys, I'm assuming, do not stop running. And you, Dr. Wright, are not running with the cane, so they won't catch up with you.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I got like a 5 vitality on my, or no, 4 vitality.
Yes.
Excuse me.
All right.
No.
So the group gets back.
Oh, on the way that I'm going, I'm loading.
You're loading bullets.
Yeah, I
as you're
love
running?
it because I don't know what's coming at me.
All right. So as you guys are coming back into camp, you guys are seeing the small bit of light, which is giving you a focus point. Dr. Wright, you're going to be there first. You are exhausted. You are sweating because you were still running in slight heat. For the two of you inside the tent, and of course everyone else inside the tent, what do you do as you get there?
So I get in and immediately go over to Frankie.
All right. So Dr. Wright just comes in covered in sweat.
Welcome back.
I don't think he's bleeding at all. I don't think you have blood on you, right? And he's sweating like crazy, but he can barely breathe.
I sit down and I sit down. I have my valise. I sit down and I have my revolver in my other hand, just kind of dangling there. Frankie, my boy, and Ray, we did it. We buried. Well, he buried himself. I think. I don't know. I didn't catch the end of it. The point is Wolfe is in the desert, and the others should be behind me shortly. We had a Shadem problem.
Is it still a problem?
It shouldn't be. I'm assuming we outran them. I didn't really.
What do you mean we? You're the only one here.
As I said, they were right behind me. And then I look at the door.
Well, I'm going to get up and go to the door.
I'm also going to get up.
All right, so you guys go to the tent flap and step out.
Yeah.
You do not see them, but you can hear, because there is really no other noise except the slight wind on the desert floor. You guys have not passed in the point where that picks up. You can hear noises.
What is this wee business?
About a minute later, you guys can actually see them running, and about 2 minutes total time, they come in after Dr. Wright. And you can see Marud is running with someone's legs draped across his front, and he looks exhausted. And you can see that Raya is a little disheveled. She too is sweating. They're all sweating.
So once they're like in the tent, I'm gonna continue to listen to see if I do hear any Shadem.
Same business.
So first, so you guys are out there. You're waiting for something. As Marud comes in and lays down Ayden, he looks to you.
As soon as he comes in, I keep my eye on him, and if he makes a move to me, I'm popping him.
Okay. He looks to you. He says, "You need to bandage his hand now."
Oh.
And Cal comes over. Marud stands up and walks with Cal the 2 steps out of the way so they can talk.
Excellent. Well, oh, good, you've got Ayden back, and you left Wolfe where he should have been. Excellent. And I'll go over to him.
Of course, you two outside the tent don't hear it. Raya, you will hear that, but you were part of the group that decided that. And of course, there are questions coming from Mei-Ling and Billings, but they're more subjective questions. Well, what happened? Did it work? We heard Shadem, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing with Ayden?
With Ayden, I'm going to first say, Frankie, could you come in here, please?
I apologize. Raya has blood on her forehead.
And as he came over to me, I was going to reach up and say, "Son of Anubis,
No, I grab his wrist and say,
you will
yes.
bring new death to this world." I'm going to pass out at that.
So
for you two, I apologize. You would have seen the blood on Raya.
I'll take out my hanky and just wipe the blood off. Well, that's a first. Frankie, would you kindly come in here and help me?
I'll be right back, Ray.
I got this. You're fine.
I'll go stand outside with Ray.
All right, so you step back out. So the two of you are standing together, Ray and Raya.
So is he... Well, he's not with you.
I think so. I think he's gone.
I'm sorry.
And inside the tent, Frankie comes in.
Oh, Frankie, perfect, my boy. Come down here, help me so that we can get Ayden nice and bandaged up.
Ayden looks like he is passed out, but his arm just looks, or his whole hand and arm look awful. His left hand, there is a pretty heavy cut in it. It has thinned blood. You would not know why, because you know that it's because he's been dripping alcohol into it as well. But he has blood everywhere across his hand, down his arm. You don't know how bad the damage is.
Doesn't Ayden have like
Frankie?
black blood?
No, there's like blackish veins on it. Like,
Okay, I thought you had some weird like blood thing.
Do I see the black veins?
Oh, now you do. Because for the first time, you were right up on him.
Do I know what the black veins could mean?
I don't think so.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we'll have to deal with that later.
It could be plague.
Sorry, I couldn't help him. Okay, well then I will, sanitize, bandage up. I'll do my doctor thing.
The blood that's coming out, black veins, the show in the arm, and I believe it's just the one arm, correct?
right.
But the blood that's coming out is in the light, very much the correct color red. It is the correct consistency. It's blood. I mean, obviously you, knowing full well about microbes, viruses, and the like, you can't tell that it's uninfected, but it looks like normal blood.
I'm just thinking, well, if you keep cutting your arm open, you're bound to get an infection eventually.
Right.
That's fair.
So
True.
I have Frankie here. I'm giving Frankie little tasks to help me because I want Frankie right next to me.
Gotcha. Hold that skin there while I suture.
Yes.
Are you suturing the hand?
Yeah, I'll make it nice. I'll make it pretty.
Suturing the hand. Are you cleaning the hand?
Yeah, I'm doing everything that
Very
I normally would. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me your doctoring roll, which I believe again is medicine.
I get a free reroll. So it's 18.
So that will close up. That's going to leave you with a flesh wound that we're not going to mark down.
Okay.
Just short of a flesh wound, actually, is the way I'll say it, because a flesh wound is something you do have to heal. You don't have to heal this. So,
You might want to make him check because he might notice about my ribs and stuff.
he shouldn't have taken that part of your body off, right?
I'm just thinking if he's doing like a doctor, they usually check over everything. I don't know.
Would you, or do you just bandage the obvious hand since he went walking up there? Is there a reason you would? I agree with what you're saying, Ayden, but I'm not 100% sure he would.
Yeah, that's true. It is Dr. Wright.
Well, and he knows what you cut.
Right.
Yeah, probably because I didn't see. Did I see him in a scuffle at all?
No.
So I would probably think this is the extent of his wounds.
Right, because he's been walking around and doing. So yeah. All right, and that's where I was kind of thinking as well.
Okay.
So, Dr. Wright, how many bullets do you have left?
Like in my gun?
No,
or,
I mean left.
41 for that gun, and then some more for another one.
All right, so the pack is still weighed down with them. All right.
Oh, actually, no, I have a little bit less, but still in the high 30s.
All right, very good. So you've bandaged him up. Ray and Raya, nothing is coming from that way. You guys continue to stand watch?
What state were the Shadem in?
They were fast.
Which means
They were
young
fresh.
is kind of fresh, and young would be the way you would think of them.
Well, regardless, we better not chance it. I don't want them charging at the tent with us not paying attention.
Why don't you go get some rest? I'll wake you in a couple hours and you can take over.
Are you sure? I mean...
Yes.
All right, Raya.
So inside, obviously, there's going to be a lot of questions. Ayden's not waking up. There are going to be a lot of questions from the people who are able to ask questions. In the case of the two pairs of Bedouins, they weren't really aware of what you guys were doing to begin with, so I'm not going to really include them. But Cal has gotten a pretty good measure of what's going on from Marood. Billings and Mei-Ling will mostly ask perfunctory questions now that they've seen there's more going on to kind of find out, are we safe? Should we continue? What do we do for Wolfe? Do we have a service? And it's mostly Billings asking those kind of questions.
And if are they asking me specifically?
They're asking the group who went up.
Oh, then I'll say, no need for a funeral. Dr. Wolfe will be here soon enough, probably by morning to mid-afternoon next day.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sure Dr. Wolfe will be back with us by, I'm guessing, morning or noon of this next day.
What?
I don't know how I can explain it.
You buried him, right?
No, he buried himself. Actually, I didn't see that. No. We laid him upon the sand as he asked.
Can you say something unconscious?
Well, no, could I just come to and be like, say one thing?
Sure, I can see you kind of coming out of the...
It's a brief haze for a moment.
He is returned to the earth, and he shall soon return to us.
Stab him with some more.
Like a butterfly from a cocoon.
There's that butterfly. Oh, you're outside, Raya, so it falls on deaf ears. So for the group...
Well, I mean, he heard the butterfly thing from
Twice.
Raya now.
Yeah.
So,
So, yes, if you want to go with the butterfly metaphor, Dr. Wolfe was under the impression that this will work. He is a capable person who knows his condition better than most. So, it wouldn't be the strangest thing, and I'm going to have to take a leap of faith on this one.
Wait, this isn't the strangest thing?
No, I've seen much stranger. We told you about the zombie lord baby already. How is that not strange?
There was a zombie lord baby? I wasn't in the room for that conversation.
he wasn't in the room for that conversation.
Oh, then I wouldn't have told him that.
I was going to say, because this is going to take you 30 more minutes to calm down.
But
Yeah,
who knows? That might be plenty of time for Dawn to
I'll
come.
say, there was the zombie lord child. There was just a head controlling a whole bunch of animates. I mean, that was much stranger than him rising out of the sands.
I'm sorry. I'm going outside again.
And Ray steps out. So, a calm starts to finally come over the tent, probably more for relaxation from being hepped up than anything else. I don't know that anyone is necessarily calm. Okay? I don't know that necessarily anyone is comfortable, but realistically, you are probably, except Frankie, all tired, and either from exhaustion, boredom, or necessity, you guys will sleep. Raya performs the first watch. Ray will come in at some point relaxing, but then brought out for second watch. As you're coming inside, Raya, as you enter the tent, you'll notice that both... no, it wouldn't be... I take it back. So you will notice Bess and Ra will open their eyes. Not quickly, but they will open their eyes, notice you, and kind of go back out. You'll notice Abrax has done the same thing. Zosser does not seem to be as aware at this point, but that would make sense to you. As you're starting to relax, get yourself set to go to sleep, you guys will remember that there is a separate tent that's been set up. Presently, no one is using it. I'm just throwing that out there for you. There will be a low moan come from the camels that everyone in the tent will hear. Ray, you're going to hear that as well. Then there is a weird moan on the wind that you will hear one time that follows the camels. You will hear the moan on the wind a second time, and my memory is the Bedouins told you all about this, so you all have heard this. But you, Ray, you, Raya, and you'll notice the Bedouins will sit upright. As the second time the moan comes, you are uncertain, but there is a voice to it as opposed to a sound to it. And inside, the Bedouins will say, Wash Wash Zagaret, which all of them say at a different point. Close the episode here.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-Sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.